There are some monumental changes that are about to completely shake up the real estate market for you home buyers out there. And whether you're a first-time home buyer, you're looking to upgrade, whatever your situation is, these new rules are going to affect your home buying journey. What's up, guys? Anthony Esposito with eXp Realty, your local expert right here in the Cleveland, Ohio area. And today I'm going to be diving into the NAR settlement, but for you home buyers out there this time. And if you need any help navigating this market, or you have any questions with the real estate market itself, you can contact me directly here, or you can go in the description below, click on my calendar link and book a call with me. Either way, I'd love to help you out like I have helped out many others. At any point in this video, if you get any value from this, be sure to smash the like button. It's greatly appreciated. Don't forget to click subscribe, turn notifications on so you can stay up to date with more real estate tips, tricks, property tours, you name it, I have it coming your way. So imagine this. You're about to take a tour of your dream home, that one you've been waiting for months. But now the new rules have completely changed the game. The NAR settlement, it's finalized, which introduces a new wave of practices of how we go about conducting real estate transactions. With these changes, it revolutionizes exactly how buyer agent commission works and creating better transparency for every party involved. Let's get into these key changes and see exactly what you can expect for being a buyer in this new era. The first key change I want you to be aware of is one of the most notable, and it's the compensation disclosure. The days of mandatory offers in the MLS completely eliminated. What does that mean exactly? That means it's going to give you more negotiating power for what your agent, who is representing you on the buying side, is going to receive as a fee for services and representation. And that is agreed upon you and your agent in a written agreement. With that written agreement, you cannot tour a property without signing one of those. And so far there's going to be 3 different styles. There's going to be a one-time showing agreement, there's going to be an exclusive buyer agency agreement, and then there's going to be another buyer agreement that's kind of open to allow you to, work with multiple agents in a sense. I haven't seen that one just yet, so I cannot tell you the exact ins and outs of it. But 2 of the most common that you're going to end up seeing is going to be the exclusive buyer agreement and the one-time showing agreement. That's for any property that you go into, excluding open house. That's a different story. If you want to go see a house, you have to sign one of those agreements. With that, you have to be willing to pay a fee for the services of being represented by a buyer's agent. Sellers do not need to necessarily have that in their agreement with their listing anymore. So the days of old, you didn't necessarily have to sign an agreement. Some states have been doing it for a while now. Here in Ohio, it has not been mandatory to have that agreement. And what was happening is us as buyer agents, we were not working for free by any means, but it was being covered by the seller. And there was, different commissions basically of how we were getting paid. Nothing was set in stone. It was just whatever the seller agreed upon to pay for a buying brokerage, essentially, is what was happening. Now, it doesn't necessarily come from the seller. You have to be willing to negotiate that compensation to be represented by a buyer's agent. The next key change is the MLS Participation. And basically, they are updating it to focus on the cooperation, not the compensation. So what happens now before these changes is there is buying brokerage compensation listed in the MLS. These changes go into effect, that is no more. That is not seen on our side of the MLS. We cannot put it in that system and say if there's any sort of compensation for the buying brokerage. It doesn't mean sellers cannot choose to do that. However, it will not be listed anywhere in the MLS. They want to take the focus and put it on the property information, not the compensation that the seller is offering up. Now with that, like I said, there's still going to be, possible buying compensation to help you out. The nice thing is that there's still going to be seller concessions for like closing costs. As of right now, those can be listed in the MLS. It just cannot be any fee for the buying brokerage. It's all to focus on the clients, the seller and the buyer. That's the main focal point. That's what they want, to create full transparency all around. They're ensuring that it has nothing to do with compensation, which is basically making it more on the lines of being negotiable for those commission fees, where, these lawsuits, they basically said that there was no negotiating. They found standards and they said, violation of Sherman Antitrust Act, which is basically stating that there was no negotiating fees. There was, but I'm sure in some instances, because this all went down, that they found that it was happening to where there wasn't like negotiable fees, things of that sort. So now that's exactly what this is going to do. So it just means for me as a buying agent, I just have to do a little bit more legwork for you if I'm representing you. But again, you gotta have that agreement signed, or else you cannot have buyer representation or even go see a home outside of an open house. And then this third key change, it goes along with the agreements. It is the written agreements themselves. Again, you have to enter into one of these for me to show you a property. Unless it is an open house, that's a different scenario. But if you want me to show you a property or properties, we have to have that signed agreement, just like the sellers have to have a listing agreement. There has to be, a start date, an expiration date. It has to fully explain what is being compensated, for a fee for my services. Now, when we put an offer in, we could always ask to see if, there can be seller concessions. We could ask for help in that sense. We could ask for, compensation of some sort to pay for my fees. It's not going to be guaranteed. And again, I also have to do my legwork and, do a little bit more research to see if there is some sort of compensation being drawn up. Because again, we cannot have any sort of buying brokerage compensation on the MLS, but it can still happen. And remember, with those written agreements, they will have an expiration date. There's going to be the exclusive one, there's going to be a one-time showing, and then there's going to be one that is kind of like opened up, allowing you to, utilize other agents. So that's the written agreement. But let's get into exactly what this means for you as buyers. So the first one is clarity and transparency. And what this exactly means is you as a buyer are going to know exactly what you are paying for these services to be represented by a buyer's agent. It's completely negotiable. It's something that you and your agent must agree on, get it in writing before you start touring homes. And it makes it super nice just because of the fact that, before you essentially may have been told, because it's gone around, that, buyer's agents, we work for free. That's never been the case. I personally have never said that. I don't work for free. I don't know about you, but I'm not just working for free on a day-to-day basis. This isn't like a charity. This is a business. This is, transaction, things of that sort. But it's nice because you're going to know exactly what you're getting yourself into, how an agent is going to better you, how they're going to represent you to the fullest, and you'll get a better idea for that agent before you actually start, seeing homes. You'll be able to sit down, have a consultation like sellers do, and really get a feel for that agent to see if you want to proceed. So which leads me into the next one, which is going to be negotiable commissions or fees, whatever you want to call it. And because it is no longer going to be listed in the MLS, it's no longer guaranteed that you're gonna have buying representation paid for by the seller. Everything is negotiable with these commissions. And it's gonna be nice because it may be more favorable for you due to the competition with other agents trying to earn your business. Just like on the selling side, it's always been negotiable. Now, are you gonna have some agents that are gonna say, you know, this X amount is my price, I'm not budging from it? I'm sure you're going to have that. I mean, it's gonna happen. It's one of those things like anything with you when you're working, you know, what is your worth? That's just, you know, that's human nature, basically. But like me personally, like I'm here to help people buy and sell real estate, solve their problems, build relationships, and just make it a great experience. Mine is always negotiable no matter what because everybody's situation is different. To me, it's not fair to someone who can't afford a, you know, certain price to have them not have representation. Like, to me, that's just not fair. It's not right. You know, I got morals and values at the end of the day. And who am I if I am going to basically, you know, kick someone to the curb because they can't afford, you know, my price? I'm willing to work on stuff. There's other agents that do the same thing, but you're going to come across them. And it is what it is. You just need to be comfortable with who represents you and make sure that you feel and you know that they have your best interest. That's what it comes down to at the end of the day when it's, you know, about the commission or the fee. And next, we have empowered choices. So what that means for you is you have the choice to choose your agent not based on compensation, but based on the quality of service you are going to get, which is fantastic for you buyers out there. Instead of wasting time of seeing multiple houses just to find out that, you know, you've gone to see 6 homes, for example, and you finally realize that it's not working out. You just wasted all that time with an agent that you feel is not, you know, vibing with you, is not the right fit for you, where now you can solely focus on the quality, negotiating skills, what they have to offer. That's going to be the main focal point at the end of the day, where before it wasn't like that because you didn't necessarily have this money coming out of your pocket. Now there's a potential. I can't, you know, say one way or the other. It's not going to be guaranteed, but you need to sign this agreement stating that you're willing to pay this amount. So as, you know, humans, I would be in the same situation. I would make sure that I'm getting the best quality work. It's like having, you know, a company come doing work at your house, whether it be, you know, putting on a new roof or installing a new panel, you know, a new furnace, whatever the case is. You're gonna want to know that you're in good hands, plain and simple, and like that you're getting your money's worth. And it's just going to make the choice that much better for you as buyers. And I'm personally, like, I'm excited for it. I think all around, this is a great thing for buyers, for agents. It's going to be, you know, a little chaotic in the beginning, but I truly feel that this is going to be best for all parties involved. If you found this video helpful, if you found any value from this, please smash the like button. It's greatly appreciated. Drop a comment down below. I want to know how you feel about all these changes. Like I said, I'm super excited. You know, buyers are getting more clarity, more transparency. They're getting a better relationship out of the gate. Agents, they're going to get better relationships out of the gate. It's just all around. I personally feel this is great for all parties involved. It's just going to be a little chaotic in the beginning, but let me know in the comments down below if you have any questions further on the NAR settlement Or if you have any questions, real estate related, whether it's buying, selling, investing, new builds, you name it, I got you covered. You can reach out directly here, or you can go in my description below, click on my calendar link, and book a call with me. As always, either way, I'd love to help you out like I have many others. If you haven't already, click subscribe, turn notifications on so you can stay up to date on everything real estate, and even check out some great properties that I bring to you for a nice home tour so you can see what is out there and see what is available to you. So with that, be sure, stay informed, stay up to date, and I'll catch you on the next video.